hey, let's get into it. So there's some questions out there that are circulating around just entrepreneurship in general. So let's get into a Q&A.
The first question is, what motivates you?
So what motivates me is not wanting to work for anybody else. Period. I'm at a point in my career where I decided to bet on myself. If I came from big tech, I came from new media and entertainment. I spent almost 2 decades in that industry. And throughout my career, I've always felt like even though I was learning new things and certifications and trades and things like that, I I was doing it for somebody else. I was building somebody else's company up. So I don't want to do that anymore. And as a single mother, having now put my son in college, I felt like there's no better time than as an empty nester and have, saved up and made plans and been able to budget to give myself that runway to see my things fly, see my products fly. And that's what it is.
The next question is, why did you start your business?
I started my business back in 2018, but really was on um, it was losing my mother to cancer, who was a vegan, and she passed in December of 2012. The first 3 years of her being away, just being gone or whatever, I went through a depression. I was really sad and I wanted to fall back in love with myself, but I wanted to incorporate, I used to perm my hair like a lot of us, but my mother never permed our hair. Somebody in my family permed our hair because we were sent away, and they thought that was the best way to kind of maintain our hair. And that just sent us on a spiral into just bad hair care practices, I think. And what I did was I big chopped, honestly. I big chopped and oh my gosh, my boyfriend was really mad at the time that I big chopped because I cut all my hair off, but I left enough of the new growth to where, and it was his birthday. This was a long time ago, so I'm not even gonna, this was like years ago. And I wound up having like a pixie cut for a while, and my hair was being permed still consistently because I just wasn't ready for all that new growth and just my natural hair. So after my mom passed, I still had this short cut. So I started using weaves to grow my hair out. I just sew weaves in, take them out, sew them back in. I was waiting tables at the time, which was the first time I had to wait tables because I was laid off from work, and there was a government freeze. Nobody was hiring really in the media and entertainment industry. It was just really competitive. It was really hard. And yeah, so on my free time, I obsessed about hair. Obsessed. All hair types. And all I would do is watch YouTube videos. Shout out to Natural 85 and Curly Proverbs, who truly inspired me to use natural ingredients. Period.
How will you scale the business?
Um, how will I scale Poppin Oil Inc? Number one, I sell products. So obviously my product, I'm an e-commerce business right now, fully. And the goal is to scope my business globally, but that starts with connecting with buyers, getting my product into brick and mortar stores, getting other people to carry my products, and then having that global reach into international markets. Also attending B2B conferences, also connecting, just networking with the right people. You don't got to talk to everybody. Everybody is not a network. Some people will be trying to ride your coattails to get up and make whatever idea they have thrive. That's not what's happening. Also, I do get socially overwhelmed. So my social media runs out, and I want to be intentional about who I'm networking with, talking to. And again, that goes to every opportunity doesn't need to be an opportunity. So yeah, I would just say those are the avenues. Getting the product in the right hands, connecting where it makes sense, having my product in brick and mortar, as well as e-commerce, as well as on TikTok Shop, on Amazon storefronts, on all these different places. Etsy, if you're selling through Etsy. So just having your product available in multiple places, running promotions, running marketing campaigns, things like that.
The next question is, how do you market your business?
Well, going back into what I just was touching on, you want to have consistent communication. I find that consistent communication with your customers is really important. And then also expanding your reach to those who are potential customers. So you do have to run strategic ads that make sense. So understanding your audience, you want to set up email marketing campaigns that go out consistently. You want to do social media campaigns. You want to run discounts, buy one get one free. Run promotions around holidays. Run promotions around events. If you're doing an event, market that event, leverage their reach, piggyback on that social engagement from whoever you're working with. So those are some of like the top line things. Creating a YouTube channel, creating a TikTok channel, creating IG, being on Facebook. Like, you want to be consistent across all social media platforms, and you absolutely want to have consistent branding and consistent messaging. The one thing that I can say too, because this is marketing, but my brand has brand guidelines. I have a specific font colors that I've worked to get to, that I've done research with. I hired a creative director to make sure that my story and my brand is aligned at all times. And if it's not, we won't use it, or we try to make sure that we don't make those types of mistakes.
Who is your ideal customer?
Oh my gosh. My ideal customer is excited about themselves. They want clean ingredients that work, that they can understand, and that they care about the products that they're using on their skin, understanding that their skin is the largest organism on the body. They want to make sure that they are giving themselves the best self-care possible. Also, my favorite customers are the ones that just naturally talk about my product because they believe in it and love it themselves. So those are my favorite people, the repeat customers, the ones who naturally believe in our products and our efficacy and what we're out there doing, and the ones that really care about making smart choices about their bodies, their hair, their skin, their nails, what they put on their body, what they put into their bodies. Like, that is my ideal customer. Willing to invest in themselves.
Next question is, who are your competitors?
No shade, no one. I don't believe anybody is my competitor, but I respect the competitive landscape. Meaning, there are brands that have scaled out there. There are brands that have paved the way so brands like myself can exist. So I'll always respect and pay homage to some of my favorite people out there, like Fenty Beauty, like Pattern Beauty, like Donna's, like you know, gosh, I could go on and on. But honestly, there's Taraji P. Henton's product out there. I haven't used it, but these are people that are behind the brands that I absolutely 100% respect. However, I just don't find that anybody is a competitor to what I'm doing, because it is really hard to find companies out there, which they do exist. Oh, and one of my favorite brands is Wild Growth, and I actually have a bottle here, that Wild Growth. I do love them. All natural. They've been around forever. Fantastic. But for me, let me just finish by saying, yeah, I put so much love and research and hard work into each and every one of my products. And I'm not saying that these brands don't, but the quality of the ingredients, the fact that I'm using only clean ingredients, and the number of ingredients in my product is just unparalleled. I have 10 ingredients in here, all carefully crafted, carefully selected to be in my bottles, and they have to have a nutritional value. And I'm not saying that certain oils don't have nutritional values, but they don't add value. So I will not be using soybean, safflower, or sunflower in any of my products, period. So for me, I I don't I don't have competition. Done.